Stuart, we wanted to take a look at some of the areas that really do need dealing with right now, and where Florentino needs to be looking when it comes to his players on the pitch.
I mean, if a manager was coming in and he had the gumption to say, I don't want him and I don't want him, I'm talking about Vinicius Junior, I would do that, but I don't think he's going to have the power to do that. So if you're looking at players to come in, you need a player on the right-hand side, because they haven't really got any quality out on that right-hand side of the top level. You'd need a right-back, because I don't think Alexander-Arnold is quite good enough, and there's already talk of Dumfries coming in. And they need a centre-half, because and is Konate, they're talking about him coming in, is he good enough? He has had a poor season, but I think he's had a few issues off the field. So they're the players that I would think in, but the manager who comes in has got to make the best of the players he's got, because he's got a good midfield, I think, in Bellingham as the attacking player. They've got Valverde as a holding midfield player alongside Tchouaméni. They've got three left backs that they could play that are okay. They've got Vinicius Junior, who could be an outstanding player if he just concentrated on football, and they've got one of the world's best strikers in Mbappé. So they've got some good players, but the manager's got to get the best out of them, and they're just the three players I was thinking that they might need.
Tchouaméni, Camavinga didn't have a good season.
No.
Didn't make the French squad. Valverde, Bellingham, you mentioned them. Throw in some playmakers, Diaz, Arda, but particularly those first four. International footballers, but are they good enough? I mean, by that I mean, not are they good enough to play for Real Madrid, but do they have a good enough balance? For example, there's no passers in there really. Valverde's a runner.
Yeah, if you've got Vinicius Junior, Mbappé, Bellingham playing in the number 10, and a right-sided player like they're talking about Elise maybe coming in, then you need balance in midfield. So you probably couldn't have a ball-playing midfielder. You've got to have two midfield players that are going to be solid. And I would say Tchouaméni and Valverde could do that job very well.
Because I look at Barcelona, they're not physical in the middle of the park, really. And their best pairing in there at times is, I know they play with a number 10. Sometimes it's Fermin Lopez, sometimes it's Dani Olmo. But their midfield pairing is Frankie de Jong and Pedri. And it's very effective. There's not a lot of physicality in there.
What's the difference between the front players of Barcelona and the front players of Real Madrid at the moment?
Well, they work hard.
They work hard. So the two midfield players for Barcelona don't have to be quite so good defensively, because they're the players, they're the secondary players for the closing down. When you're playing for Real Madrid and Vinicius Junior's not working hard enough, and Mbappé's not working hard enough, and Bellingham's made a forward run and doesn't get back, then I think those two holding players...
That's the big question going forward, Jack. I mean, the big question is not just the balance, and Kroos and Modric are not there now. Casemiro went before that. Two fantastic passers of the ball. They haven't got that now, so it's a different dynamic. But they have got talent, right? They have got people that can pick up in the defence if Güler plays or Brahim Diaz plays, and Bellingham's making those forward runs. The big $1 million question is, are the egos going to be parked on the sidelines for the good of Real Madrid and the new manager coming in terms of what he wants? Or are the crybabies going to go running off to Florentino Perez again and the media and all and sundry and say, this is not how we do things at Real Madrid?
Manchester United are reportedly on the verge of completing one of the most sensational transfers in football history, with the club pushing to secure the signing of Kylian Mbappé from Real Madrid. The move, if finalized, would represent a major statement of intent as the Red Devils look to return to the summit of European football. The proposed deal has sent shockwaves across the football world, with supporters eagerly awaiting official confirmation. Manchester United's hierarchy believe Mbappé is the ideal player to lead a new era at Old Trafford, and have been working tirelessly behind the scenes to make the transfer a reality. Sources close to the negotiations suggest that talks between the two clubs have accelerated in recent days. While Real Madrid had initially viewed Mbappé as untouchable, reports indicate that a significant squad restructuring could force the Spanish giants to consider a dramatic change of direction. Real Madrid's decision is believed to be linked to plans for a major rebuild. Club officials are reportedly evaluating several areas of the squad and believe that cashing in on their biggest asset could provide the financial flexibility needed to reshape the team for the future. Manchester United manager Michael Carrick is said to be fully behind the move and views Mbappé as the cornerstone of his long-term project. The French forward's pace, finishing ability, and experience at the highest level would instantly elevate United's attacking options. fans have already begun imagining what Mbappé could achieve in the Premier League. His arrival would likely form one of the most feared attacking units in Europe and significantly boost United's ambitions in both domestic and continental competitions. Commercially, the transfer would be enormous. Mbappé is one of the most marketable athletes in world football, and his signing would strengthen Manchester United's global profile while attracting new sponsorship opportunities. The potential departure also raises questions about Real Madrid's future strategy. The club may choose to reinvest the transfer fee into several younger stars, creating a more balanced squad capable of competing for major honors over the coming years. For Manchester United, the move would symbolize a return to the club's tradition of signing world-class superstars. Supporters have long dreamed of seeing a player of Mbappé's caliber wearing the famous red shirt, and that dream could soon become a reality. Should the deal be completed, it would undoubtedly rank among the biggest transfers in football history. Until official announcements arrive, the football world will remain captivated by the possibility of Kylian Mbappé making a stunning move from Real Madrid to Manchester United.